guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a heckin' long time since we've seen you, and that is entirely your fault. Come on, guys. Make some content for us. No, but in all honesty, we know it's been a long time since you've seen us, and we do want to apologize. But growing a baby and financing a baby are, well, they take time. 9 months worth of time. But we just want to let you know that we still love you. And so we're going to spend a few minutes here talking about what's been going on in the daily lives of yours truly, mostly.
Yeah, we kind of felt like these past couple weeks we haven't really had anything to tell you. We've kind of had a lot hit within the last week to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're finally like, hey, let's make a video and let them know that we're still alive and that we still love them, and now we have something we can actually talk to them about.
Yeah.
So first thing that we're going to go ahead and just start off saying is we have a name.
We have picked out a name.
Finally picked out.
Yeah.
You're going to have to watch this entire video or skip it to like towards the end to know what it is. But we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
The next thing, are you bored with our guest? You just yawned.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not bored. I'm sleepy.
The next thing we're going to talk about are symptoms. So I am 21 weeks pregnant, finally. We're over halfway there now. And one big symptom has been leg cramps. They suck. If you've been pregnant and you've had leg cramps, I feel bad for you because they suck. And I am one of those wives. I don't wake him up in the middle of the night.
No, there've been a couple times, like in the middle of the night, where she'll just kind of like, she'll be woken up with a leg cramp that's like super bad, and I'll pretty much just sleep through it or whatever, and then like I'll kind of wake up, like I'll kind of like get my wits about me just a little bit, and she's like sitting up in bed, and she's like doing like this number, and I'm like, hey, should I be worried? Like, is this something? Like, do I need to wake up?
And I'm like, hey, since you're up, can you grab the bottom of my foot?
Yeah, and just like push, just like, can you just stretch my legs for me? Because I can't get down that far. Because another side effect, to being pregnant, in addition to the leg cramps, is that there's suddenly this like thing that's in the way from you being able to get to your toes. And so.
Well, and it's like, and I'll go, let me see if I can, here, get the camera in here to show you guys. I'll go to like lean over to like try and get the cramp out of my foot out, and then the next thing I know is I'm getting a cramp like in through here, and so
yeah, like one cramp fix creates a new cramp. It's a thing. I hope dearly that if gentlemen, if you're watching this, I hope dearly that your wives, if they're pregnant or when they become pregnant or if they become pregnant, that they don't have to deal with it, because it's like a chain reaction of just like frustrating cramps that just like, yeah. It's not fun.
So that's been fantastic. The other one is heartburn, so he better have a head full of hair. That's all I have to. I finally broke down because I had my trusty Tums by the bed and was trying to just eat those, and finally last night I broke down and I told Tyler, I was like, can we go to the dollar store tomorrow and get me like some heartburn medicine or something?
Yeah.
So we got me that today, so I'll start taking that in the morning with my prenatal vitamin. And then I think the scariest one that we have to talk about is my new favorite thing that I like to do is blackout and pass out.
Yeah, okay, so another one, and we've got to talk to our OBGYN about this already. So, Karina is a very slight like, she's very slender, she always has been. She tends to be on the side of below average weight for her height when she's not pregnant. Now, what that means is when you're suddenly growing a child inside of you and it's taking up some of your blood flow and some of your blood flow is being redirected there, that your already slender frame now doesn't quite have enough blood to basically keep you awake sometimes. So when she stands up quickly or
it doesn't always have to.
Yeah, I mean,
just sometimes it can just be if I go just a little bit too long without drinking or eating or
sudden movements. Sometimes we'll be driving down. Luckily it hasn't happened when she's in the cockpit, but we'll be driving down the road and she'll get a little bit dizzy, and it's just like
I've had it happen in my sleep that one night. I had that dream that it happened and I woke up and was like super dizzy and had to drink some Powerade and stuff real quick.
It's incredibly frightening, and luckily when she's at home, we have my best friend. He lives with us, and so there's always somebody at home when she's at home, which is nice. I don't like leaving her alone because anytime that someone's at risk of passing out, it's not good.
Well,
but when you're pregnant,
and I'm home with someone, but they work third shift, so I'm really technically home alone.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not so far away that like if she were to fall, they'd hear her pretty immediately. But yeah, it's just it's not really anything that we can there are things that she can do, like drinking just an excessive amount of water helps because it keeps her
blood volume
her blood volume up, so that it's those moments are fewer and farther between where there's not enough blood flowing through her body. But that's been new. That has not been exciting. It has been rather scary on occasion. But it's also not something that the OBGYN was he's not particularly worried about it. He's sort of for somebody your size, for your history of being a little bit underweight. That's something that they apparently tend to expect in situations like this. So it's just working through it.
To eat saltier snacks. He even was like, carry pickle juice with you, and so we've kind of been following that. But I think because I see him Tuesday, the 13th, and I think we might have to bring it up or maybe even ask him about my blood sugar, because just yesterday I had been wiping the bathroom down and felt fine, and I had eaten and started to leave the bathroom, and all of a sudden I felt super nauseous, and so I knew what was about to happen, and I grabbed our wicker shelf to keep from completely, I'd have something to catch myself when I fell, and I completely knocked off our toothbrush and toothpaste holder, and it hit our tile floor, and it shattered the toothbrush holder, and it busted a part of the tile in the bathroom, which it needs to be redone anyways, but still. So I was crying over that because I felt bad because I just broke all that stuff, and I'm calling him because I can't take more than a couple steps at a time without it happening again, and I'm freaking out, and my pulse was at 120 or 30 beats a minute, and just it wasn't good. And so finally between him and my mom, we got me calmed back down, and my blood pressure seemed like it was okay. It was 110/80, so I drank a bunch of orange juice really quick, and that seemed to help tremendously. So that one might have been a blood sugar thing. So, but we're just gonna have to double check with him and make sure that he's not still concerned. I was actually supposed to take a fast food job, and not gonna be doing that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, some great fun pregnancy stuff.
Yeah.
Going on right now.
But on the positive side, just because have we done an update since our last appointment?
I did a quick one.
Well,
But you
anyway,
can
yeah,
go
just
ahead.
to reiterate, everything's groovy inside. He's still measuring a little bit big. He's meeting all of the milestones that they expect for him to meet. When we're going in these successive appointments. We're actually back on a more traditional schedule. So we only see our OBGYN once a month.
For
once every 4 weeks.
Several weeks.
Until
30 weeks?
Until I think he said 30 weeks, and then I think it goes down to 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. And then in that final sort of like 6 weeks or so, I think it goes to like 1 appointment a week.
Something like that.
So, yeah.
So yeah, something along
but
that
anyway,
line.
Everything's going good. He's kicking like a monster. It feels like he's trying to play the drums in there. We've gotten some really fun footage of just taking video of her belly, and like you can see his little fist just like
and
punching from the inside.
I'll put all of that in here right now.
I'd rather slide down faster razor blades.
And yeah, so that's him kicking me.
Yeah. And it was interesting. We did a little bit of research on him because he's kicking really hard, and I guess when he's still got plenty of space for growing, like they can kick with like 6 pounds worth of force. Like they could easily move a soccer ball with how much force they.
I think it said within the next week or two or something like that, it goes up to 10 pounds, and then I think once they hit 30 weeks, it drops back down to
once they start losing space. Yeah.
Apparently they can kick really hard, except that they can't just because
they're out of space.
They're out of space.
Yeah. But that's been really fun. That's been a really fun thing.
And he's gotten to where now I can definitely tell that he can hear outside noises, because we were watching a movie the other night, and I don't remember what was that war movie we were watching.
Oh, the Lone Survivor.
The Lone Survivor, and there was some pretty intense gun scenes in it, and so there was guns going off, and it was really, really loud, and he was going crazy. And as soon as it would quiet back down, he would calm back down, and we've played music from time to time, and he's getting to where he likes to kick with that. Tyler doesn't talk to my stomach a super whole lot at the moment.
I told him a brief oral history of the Star Wars saga, which he really seemed to enjoy.
So I don't really know. He doesn't move. Me talking doesn't really get him moving, and me singing doesn't really get him moving. I don't really know about Tyler singing or talking or anything like that. But I think Tyler's going to start, maybe because I really like when he reads to me at night. So I think we're going to pick that up again.
She's basically a big baby. She likes it. She likes it when I stroke her head and when I read her bedtime stories, and
I like it when you make up bedtime stories.
Yeah, she likes it when I make up bedtime stories. She's not particularly fond of when I tickle her, but when I give her belly raspberries, she usually laughs. So it's basically like having a big toddler. Yeah.
Basically, I'm a child.
She's embarrassed now. That's great. I love having a public platform where I can embarrass her.
You know, I can just edit that out.
I'm going to be really sad if you edit that out.
I'm not going to edit that out.
I mean, I cry a lot anyway, but I think those will probably have...
You don't cry a lot.
I'm crying right now. I'm not crying.
But I think as far as pregnancy-related stuff, I'll give Tyler the camera here in just a second, and I'll try and have him get a good glimpse of my stomach. Sometimes he's really bad at taking pictures and stuff of my stomach.
Okay, so here's the thing. My dad is an incredibly talented photographer. I am not. I did not get that gene. I've never met Ansel Adams, and is Ansel Adams still alive?
I have no idea who that even
That
is.
actually might be one of the reasons why I've never met Ansel Adams. I don't know if he's still alive. But I don't have a talent or affinity towards photography. And you'd think that taking a picture of a pregnant woman's belly would be a pretty simple task.
It's actually kind of hard.
The last time I did it, I had to take like 8 or 9 photos before we got one that was usable, because it was all about angles and lighting and like.
He just kind of snapped a picture and like you couldn't really tell anything, so I kind of like showed him some of my previous pictures, and he kind of got to see like what he needed to be looking for, like in the like viewfinder or whatever you want to call that part of the camera, and he finally got it, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I think we ended up actually taking it with Snapchat too, because Snapchat takes better pictures.
Yeah.
Because
our phones are old and dumb.
well, just I think all cameras, at least on the iPhone, it flips the picture. So
That's true.
I have this camera in like such a weird spot, so every time I look at you, it's like you can't see my face.
Do you guys want to see yourselves? Hold on. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Did you know that that's what you guys look like? It's insane. Goodness gracious. You guys grow up so fast. So anyway, back to this name nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
So we,
Took us long enough.
Yeah, it took us long enough.
As long as I don't change my mind. I don't think I will. But.
Yeah, so about 2 weeks ago, she comes to me and, she really just kind of like blew me away with this one. And I can't tell you now because there's like a reveal thing.
Yeah, we want to do
we're gonna do
a name reveal video, so.
But
we are gonna give you guys the gist of the name. So it's TJ. For the most part, we're gonna be calling him TJ.
At least when he's not in trouble, little punk.
But we're gonna let you guys guess what the T stands for and what the J stands for.
Yeah.
I would love to say that whoever guesses right gets like $1 million, but we did not win.
I'll go ahead and
lottery.
save you guys just a little bit of time. I am not foreign. Karina is not foreign. So we didn't name him anything exotic like Juan or like Jaime or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
nothing.
Nothing
crazy.
Nothing crazy.
It's common names. Yeah. So we'll let you guys stew on that one.
Brainstorm,
for a week
argue
or so.
amongst yourselves. But remember, it's YouTube, and just don't get ugly. Be nice. It's just an unborn child's name. So. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not very exciting people at the moment.
Although, and this is my last thing, because she said we're not very exciting people. This is really important. This is coming from the bottom of my heart, and this is something that I really want you all to understand. Gilmore Girls is one of the best television shows that's ever been made. If you're a man and you don't believe me because you're like, well, it's got girls in the title, it can't possibly be good, you're wrong. It's hilarious.
It is really funny.
It's
really
incredibly
really
witty
written.
and well written, and the characters are totally like I could see myself just in a town full of people exactly like this. That's what we've been doing with our free time.
Yeah.
Is binge watching Gilmore Girls.
The reason I don't take you guys to really do any any of my adventures is because about the extent of my day is I'm either here and I'm working on like laundry and house cleaning, or I'm trying to get, like, for instance, as you can see, we are starting to get his pack and play, which is what we're going to use as the bassinet, set up in our room. So I'm just kind of getting stuff like that ready, which I think you guys would find really boring to just watch me clean all the time. Or I go up to P.F. Chang's with him and I sit there and sip on water and watch him work all day and keep him entertained when he's not super busy.
Which you'd actually be surprised at how boring that can be, watching me work.
I stay entertained watching
I'm doing
you
it
work.
and I'm bored. Yeah.
I get fascinated watching him work, so. Plus, I know everybody up there because I've been up there almost daily for the past, 3 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That does help. She's always got somebody to talk to, even when...
Oh, speaking of 3 years, we did just celebrate. We didn't really celebrate, but we just met 3 years ago on October the 30th, and I think tomorrow makes, we met on October the 30th, and then November the 7th, which will actually probably potentially be today for you guys when you see this video, makes 3 years for our first date, which is when we actually just consider that we started dating, because we were pretty
time flies when you're having fun, guys.
inseparable after that.
Time flies.
But let me turn the camera over to him, and I'll go stand in the light. I also got my hair done, which it's really dark at the moment because my hair always takes dark, but hopefully when I'm standing in the light you guys will be able to see. But once the initial dark brown fades out of it, it's going to be this really pretty red brown color. So but you can really see the red when the light's hitting it.
Yeah, especially natural light. Make sure pretty green eyes pop.
I have a lot of red undertone and gold, and I keep trying to go blonde and it doesn't work. So finally I just said, forget it. I'm going with a warm brownish red color, and I actually don't know if you guys can see that. Tyler's got the viewfinder, so I don't know if you guys can see the red in it.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Okay, guys, so this is the belly. I'll turn, but it's getting there. Most people can definitely tell, especially when I'm in this shirt, which I got for my birthday. So when I'm in this, people can really tell because it clings. And which, I mean, obviously it's doubled over right now, but and I'll turn around and they'll be like, oh, you're pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, people will say the darndest things.
Hey, at least I'm actually pregnant, not just fat, and people think that I'm
It's true.
pregnant. I was trying to get you guys to be able to really see the red.
That's alright, dude. Look,
I'll insert a picture for you guys, so that way you guys can see it a little better.
Insert.
You were immature.
We were almost family friendly there.
Almost.
Almost.
Then you ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Well, that is all I have for you guys. So...
Wow.
That is all that we have for you guys. So, be on the lookout for our next video, which will probably be the name reveal. And, at some point, I am going to show you guys some of the clothes and stuff that we have already bought for Mr. TJ here. And here soon, I know we're going to be having at least one baby shower, because my mom and my aunt is throwing me one for that, my side of the family. So we'll be sure to bring you guys along with that, and let us know if there's anything, any questions or anything you want to see or whatever.
Yeah, just keep in touch with us. You know where to find us.
I think we should keep in touch with them.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, well, we are going to get ready for bed. As you can tell, I'm in PJs. Like I said, don't judge. That's not nice. I'm pregnant.
I always look this fabulous, so even when I'm going to bed.
All right. Bye.